Metaverse as jurisdictions.
With James Haft, the chairman of DLTX. Oh, brilliant. Okay. On you come.
Hello. Can you guys hear me? Hi. I'm James Haft. I'm the chairman and co-founder of DLTX. We're a publicly listed company in Norway under the ticker DLTX. We're the only publicly traded company in the world who deals with protocols as our partners instead of corporations. So we use smart contracts to get rid of lawyers, bankers, and accountants. It's very interesting because right now we're one of the largest producers of Filecoin in the United States. We mine Bitcoin, and we are going into other protocols with the idea of having verticals that each one represents a core technology that's required to support Web 3.0. So we're building out the physical infrastructure and then running the actual services required to run a decentralized global economy. And so we're very excited about it. Right now, it's very interesting. We get hit with a discount for dealing with protocols, and we're trying to convince the world that a protocol is a better partner than a corporation, because protocols don't change their mind, they're scalable, they're predictable. But today I want to talk about something completely different, and it's something that I've been working on for a little while. This is the first time I'm talking about it in public, and that is, why are metaverses important? Everyone's running around metaverse. There's metaverses being spawned everywhere. And if you look, you realize, people are saying, how can it be worth $7 trillion? And everyone's overestimating it, and what's the big deal? It's just gaming, it's just play to earn, right? And I think that we're missing the big point, which is very common in new technology for it to get used for one purpose, but in the long run have a different, more important purpose. And so what I want people to start looking at is that I think metaverses are much more important than games or social media or play to earn. What metaverses actually represent is the future of jurisdictions. Because if you think about it for a second, if you can have an avatar which is anonymous, which has self-sovereignty over data, identity, and information, and value, all of a sudden you can be transacting business in ways that are very hard to legislate or to regulate if you're one of the existing physical political entities that are trying to police. And this is going to cut in different ways, and certain people are going to look at it and say they don't like it. But if you think about what the conflicts that are happening in the world right now and how the dollar is being used as a weapon, you'd have to be crazy as a large state to be relying on the US dollar and the US government and regulatory system to represent you. God forbid you had an interest that was apart from the perceived interests of the US government. And so all of a sudden this idea of money being controlled by political entities, we've been talking about it for a while, but now it's pretty obvious that people have to find a different way to do business. And I think you're going to find that this metaverse as a jurisdiction is going to be very interesting, as it basically gives the common person the same ability to move their capital, to choose their jurisdiction, and to choose their tax regime on their own, just like the wealthy have always been able to do in Switzerland or Panama. I think now the individual people will be able to do this through avatars, through these metaverses, and that instead of being coerced and forced to stay in a system, you're going to, historically, the cost of participating in something was you would pay. You'd pay a ticket for admission, right? Then it became free. But in the future, you're going to be paid. You're going to be paid to participate in systems, and you're going to volunteer into systems because of the benefit that you get from those systems. And so what you're going to see is that people are going to choose metaverses by the benefit they get. The metaverses will share the benefit of being there with the community. So you have a community basically providing UBI, universal basic income, to those people that come in. And the earlier people will benefit more than the later people, just like the systems, and jurisdictions will keep coming up. And you're going to see this volunteerist system for managing your identity, for managing your information, for managing your relationships, and for managing your money. So that's my thought for the day. We have a great program to talk about Web 3.0 and GameFi. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you have any questions, please come to me. And DLTX, if you want to invest in a public stock that's the future of Web 3.0, come join us. Thank you.